about what we're doing, you could just go on any social media. You can put in hashtag Black Dollars Matter, hashtag Buy Black 412, and hashtag Support Black businesses. And I want to give a shout out to, the Caribbean restaurant, of course, because like I said, we're not highlighting, and a lot of people don't know where the businesses are, and we don't know that these are, we have to make sure they thrive in our communities. If we want to make sure that, that people stay in Pittsburgh, and the young folks, in their 20s and 30s don't go to other places where they can, live at, shop at, and play at. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, there's been several shout outs to Cecilia Knight Price, the owner and operator of Impressions.
Can we please have her come up?
To Jamaican restaurant that was a cornerstone of the community for many years until problems with the landlord, with the building, necessitated Cecilia just sort of saying, hey, this is not worth it. This is an attack on my family's dignity. It's an attack on my dignity and my spirit. I can't keep this business going, for what we're paying for the space, and what we're getting out of this, and the total disrespect by the landlord. It's really a heartbreaking story, and I wonder if you feel comfortable sharing some of that, what happened.
Yes, sure I would. I've been in Pittsburgh for about 20 years. I'm from Jamaica, but I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I've been in the United States since I was 7 years old. And as I was growing up and as I got in my 20s, and you start like, yes, I'm in America, I'm an immigrant, and I want to be a part of what it means to be an immigrant. So when I received the opportunity to run this business, this restaurant, I thought how wonderful this is. My husband, 3 children, and you're not exceptionally savvy. I'm the first to graduate high school in my immediate family, the first to graduate college in my immediate family, and it felt like a good accomplishment, but again, you don't know a whole lot, so you're learning as you go. And as you're learning, you're growing, you're trying to dream and grow, and to see that someone who is in a position, financial position, to be able to aid you to get to certain levels in life, to bring your family, bring the community, really wants to put their foot on your neck. The restaurant, I call it a united nation. We had African Americans who supported us. We have Caucasian, we had Indians, everyone, and I loved it because everyone came as soon as they came in. We never knew them from a can of bean, but instantaneously we were like family. But this landlord, I've never met anyone like him in my life. I don't understand why he would want to suck the life out of me and my family, not knowing we don't have much. When you're a small business, you don't have much. You're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're working at this thing called life. You're working at this thing called progress. You're working at this thing called the opportunity to live the American dream. And to see the dream being crushed, it was depressing, debilitating, and as a woman and a wife, I didn't know what to do. My dad is sick, I have all these issues, and to be treated like that from the landlord, I was dying daily. This man, yes, this is your building, but I'm paying for the space. Him and his contractors, his people, they'll come in whenever they want to come in. When we first opened, maybe 2011, the people went in and someone called me on the phone like, do you know someone is in your store? This is before we opened. And I'm playing it off because I pretty much figure it's them. So I'm like, oh yeah. No regard, no respect for the business. They'll go in when they want to go in, do what they want to do. They had us pay for the air conditioning unit. When we were getting ready to leave, they stole the air conditioning unit. So I thought, oh, well, maybe somebody burglarized us. So we called the police. The police came. The police said, let me call the landlord. Yes, they took it. I have a check where I paid for that. The electrical system that they messed up, that's never been good, I had to pay for that where I shouldn't have to pay for it. And my customers were so awesome. We had a flood in 2015 in March. That flood devastated the whole of downstairs where there was no bathroom at all. How embarrassing it is for customers to come in, oh, you know, you can sit and eat, but there's no bathroom for you to use. He's not fixing the bathroom. Almost a year, there is no bathroom for my customers to use at all. But he wants 100% of the rent, and then he wants to raise the rent by $500 more. Then he's writing me some kind of memorandum that, oh, well, I'm going to raise the rent to $2,000 or so or whatever. Can you handle that? What about the bathroom? You have not installed a bathroom. My customers, I had a customer, she's from Italy. Her family's from Italy. Mom, Dad, everyone is coming down. Cecilia, you want to make a reservation? I said, Bear, we have no bathroom for you guys to use. They came anyway, sat there for 3-4 hours, no bathroom. I felt this small. Another set of customers, we don't know them. They came like 8 to 12 of them sat. They got up, went 2 blocks to Capri to use the bathroom, came back, had their meeting, came back, got up, went to Capri again to use the bathroom. How embarrassing that is. How loyal it is, because I don't know these people. And I tell you, I kid you not, how should I say this? I'm a lover of people. That even though we were there to serve food, it was more than food. It was love. It was real love. And I tell you, I kid you not, a great deal of my customers were Caucasian. They were African American, but they showed us love and they support us. They went and they put it on the internet. I'm not the biggest social media person, but they were doing it, and they were doing it. We were just so happy to see where we could have gone as a family, as a business. This man crushed our dreams so badly. I felt when people were telling me, I want to get out of Pittsburgh, I don't like Pittsburgh, I'm like wondering why. I couldn't understand it. And just from being in that place of business, I understand why some people wanted to get away from Pittsburgh. A lot of them got away for many years, and some came back. And you wonder why they came back? A sense of family. This is where they were born, and they want to see something happen in this location. Now, it devastated us. At first, I told my husband, I said, oh, everything's going to be all right. But financially, it is devastating right now to have car payments coming in. You can't pay this. This is coming in, you can't. Everything is devastating. And this man has so much money. Here it is, he had some workers, because he had to contract people. He had some workers come in. It's a group of white guys and stuff like that. And I tell you, they tell me everything. They say, you know what? He told us to do this and this to you guys, and we told him, no, we're not going to do that to you. He didn't specifically say what, but I knew it was no good. And he said, they said to him, no, we're not going to do that to them. They don't deserve that. He had another group of people come in and power wash the building. When they power washed the building, it had ooze coming off the building, really muddy, concrete-like. People thought we were closed. They had scaffolds out there. We were not earning very much money. We were losing money. But still yet, we had to give every bit of the rent. He didn't care. Now, this is the thing. The building that caused the flood was owned by someone else, the man who has the hotel. He wants me to go and help him with the lawsuit. I said, that's not my thing. I said, that's between you and him. You go deal with that. Now, you put a camera in on the back of the window in the backyard where my kitchen goes, but you can't fix my bathroom? I tell you, I told him, I said, with you, I said, I've gotten a glimpse of racism, what it means to be a slave, to be enslaved. However, that one man will not change my love for humanity, will not change my love for people. Our customers loved us. They treated us well. We even had one person came because we had no bathroom, and I explained to her. She left. I went back to I don't know where she went, sent me a $200 check and said, this will be the beginning of some of your many blessings. Don't know us from a can of beans. This man doesn't know that we were a family that was growing, that wanted to grow and wanted to be an asset to the community. He killed that dream for no reasons. A lot of things that are happening in Pittsburgh is not necessary. It's greed. And if you really notice and you look, there really is no viability going on right now if you look at it. It seems so dead. the land of the dead. Nothing is happening. You're stuck. I'm for change, and I'm for people growing together, not apart. I want to see Asian restaurants. I want to see Indian restaurants. Culture. How could you know that there's not a Jamaican restaurant close anywhere and you still wanted to get rid of us? This man didn't want to give us a lease for the longest time. No lease. And I think all his tenants did not have a lease. There's water dripping. The one store next to mine, there was water dripping down all the time. You'd think you were in the Titanic. I don't know how they did it. They were cutting here and water's coming down. They have buckets, water's coming down, and still they had to pay 100% of the rent. This has to stop. And I kid you not, the people who have been impacted like myself and the people who are doing it, they're not going to prosper. It doesn't matter how much money you have. When your heart is black and dark like that, you will not prosper. And I still believe in Pittsburgh. I want to stay here in Pittsburgh with my family. I want to see Pittsburgh grow. I want to see us become a diverse community because we can do it. We can do it. Don't let these people come in here and just tear us apart like this. It's not necessary. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh needs to grow. It needs to be progressive. And in order for a city to even be progressive, I believe the bus system needs to be viable. You understand? How are you going to say that you want to go green and people can't get to where they need to get to? We're not going to go green. So what I'm saying is I just want to ask everyone to pray for me and my family, because right now, financially, it is very devastating. You know, everything is looking so bleak, but that's just how it looks. I'm still hopeful. I wish this man did not do this to our family, and I pray that this doesn't happen to anyone else, but it may happen because that's what they're about. They're a bunch of vultures. But I'm going to be on my knees. I'm going to be praying for the city of Pittsburgh and for our family, for us to come together as one and to do what we need to do to be able to make this city the best city that it really possibly can be, because it can be that city. You know what I mean? And thank you for listening to me. And the lady that's right there behind my son, I really enjoyed your, how should I say this, your frankness, your truth. And for everyone who's still here, sitting here, that you don't even have to still be here, there's a reason why you're here. You're listening, and you want to be a part of the change. Let's work together, please. We can do it. God bless you all. Have a nice day.
All right. Cecilia Price Knight, folks. Cecilia, where can people contact you? And do you do catering in the meantime? Can you folks reach out to you for catering?
Yes, we'll be happy to do catering. What I do, I give like my phone number. They can call me, and we'll be happy. Okay, the phone number is 412-969. 412-969-5807. It was Impressions Jamaican Cuisine. And the Facebook page, or my son says the Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He monitors that.
Can you say it one more time?
Yes, certainly. 412-969-5807. My name is Cecilia Price Knight, and Impressions Jamaican Cuisine. I'm sure he owns a lot of buildings, but I can't point out. I just know the one that he owns on Broad Street. And the one that he owns on Broad Street wraps around the whole building. And one of the contractors, like I said, he said, you know, his house is bigger than this whole building. That doesn't matter to me, because I'm not, how should I say, I'm not jealous of what anyone has. You can have the most of anything. It doesn't matter. But let someone who wants to live and wants to thrive and make a living and make a little niche, leave them alone. Give them the opportunity to do that. Why would you not want that to happen? You know what I mean? Rich people don't understand, when you have something, it's important that you're able to assure other people of having a quality living. You know, and that's what people want, quality living.